There's been yet another mass shooting, this time in Pennsylvania. It all went down yesterday near a school in Philadelphia just before 6 p.m. Cops say these 3 men jumped out of a car and began shooting. 5 teen boys were shot, as well as a 31-year-old mother and her 2-year-old daughter. One of the teen boys is in critical condition at the hospital, while the rest are fortunately in stable condition. This area of Philadelphia has seen an uptick in gun violence in the past few months, and the police commissioner had this to say.
Our shooters are getting younger and younger, our victims are getting younger and younger, and they have guns. If you know that this young person has a gun, of course it's illegal, in your home, you can report that. You can do that anonymously, you can call 911, whatever it is, but we have to get the guns out of the hands of these young people.
The whole thing is still under investigation, but police say this may have been a retaliation of some kind. Security footage shows the 3 suspects wearing all black, and cops are still looking for them.
Man, just like she said, where is these young kids getting these guns from? And I know some of these parents are slum as hell, and I don't give a fuck, because ain't no way a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, you see what I'm saying, should be able to obtain a firearm, and you letting them go to school with the firearm. You know about the story where the 6-year-old shot his teacher because of some BS. He don't know nothing about what he did. But his household is so unstable that they ain't even know he had a gun on. So that shit start in the household. I'm sorry. Ain't no 10-year-old gonna be out here walking, you know what I'm saying, getting money like that to get a gun. Unless they born in some type of environment. And again, the household is teaching them this. Or her this.
You're moron! What's wrong with you, man? Why you call me a moron? That's what's wrong.
If you're going to break the law, don't make a fool of yourself. Here are 4 of the dumbest criminals ever caught on camera. Number 4, over a can of soda. We're in Alberta, Canada, where a couple is about to turn a convenience store upside down. Richard Parasau goes to the counter to pay for a can of soda with a credit card, but he can't get the PIN number right.
And my husband tried to ask him, is that your card? He said, it's my girlfriend's card.
The store's owner, Paul Shahan, feels that he might be dealing with a Bonnie and Clyde duo and decides to call the police. When an officer arrives, chaos ensues. Parasau pushes his girlfriend, Brittany Burke, into the cop and tries to run out. Shahan then interferes.
I'm very proud on him.
While Parasau is frantically running away from his chasers, Burke is sneaking into the back of the store and climbing into the ventilation system. Yep, she made a mistake.
It was scary because suddenly you don't know, you thinking the person is in the back, but she's up on the roof. Thank God everybody is okay.
After surrendering, Burke was charged with breaching conditions, obstructing a police officer, and mischief damage under $5,000. Parasau was hit with 11 charges, including resisting arrest, possession of stolen property, and assaulting a police officer.
This is what you call being a dumb idiot. Because how can you say this is your girlfriend's car? He gonna say, this is your girlfriend's car, why she ain't over here? Me being a manager, you know what I'm saying, in those type of positions, store manager, wasn't owner, let me correct myself, store manager. Anyway, this seemed like off duo. I'm surprised he didn't take what he want and dip. Nah, what he was trying to do was see if he obtained the information correctly. So he went and bought a can of soda to see if it worked, and he found out it didn't work. So now he thinking like, dang, what we about to do? It didn't go through, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it came back how it came back, and that's why the store owner, see, he the owner, that's why he reacted the way he did. And these idiots got caught. She tried to hide in the ceiling. It's not made to support you. You know what I'm saying?
Number 3, Florida man shenanigans. The surveillance cameras at a Florida lawn equipment store captured something for the history books. A man wants to steal a chainsaw but has nothing to carry it in. Here's how he handles the situation. Unluckily for him, a store employee is very close by.
When's my birthday?
The thief hopped on his bike, which he'd also stolen, and drove off with the $600 chainsaw. When he noticed the employees chasing him, he ditched the chainsaw in a wooded area. But he came back for it 40 minutes later, and that's when the employees called the authorities. 28-year-old Anthony Ballard was arrested and charged with grand theft and burglary. Number 2. Chick bank robbery. 19-year-old Hannah Sabata from Nebraska went on a crime spree, and then she did what all intelligent criminals do: post about it on YouTube. In a video titled Chick Bank Robbery, Sabata uses handwritten notes and subtitles to boast about her adventure. Off her huge stack of $100 bills, which she plans on using to go on a shopping spree and to pay off her student loans. She wouldn't get to do this because the next day she would wake up to her own arrest. Sabata was charged with robbery and theft. She was sentenced to 10 to 20 years in prison. Number 1. Worst place to rob. It's crazy where not thinking things through will take you. If you want to steal a bike, maybe don't go right outside a police station to do it. That's what this would-be thief actually does. In Oregon, a man wearing a hooded sweatshirt and a ski mask shows up on the surveillance cameras of the Gladstone Police Department. Unaware that at least 2 officers are watching him inside the station, the bold criminal uses a pair of bolt cutters to free the bike from its rack. That's when a police sergeant interrupts his brilliant plan, catches him before he could get away, and pulls out a taser. Another officer shows up to help arrest the criminal, who is later identified as 26-year-old Adam Valley. He was charged with criminal mischief, theft, and felony possession of a weapon.
You may know Matthew Price, a 27-year-old comedian and magician. He moved from Florida to Los Angeles to pursue his dreams in entertainment and racked up over 2 million likes on his TikTok account.
Why do people eat sandwiches up and down whenever they have a bottom to them? Why not just eat it like that?
But on one evening in LA, tragedy struck. Right near his neighborhood, Matt is seen on surveillance video heading back from a market to his house. He crosses the street, and the video stops right before the moment Matthew is shot and falls to the ground. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, and friends told his mom in Florida what went down. But she told local news that before she could book a flight out west, it was too late.
He pronounced him dead. And I had to call my daughter and tell her her brother, her best friend, died.
This all went down back in late 2021, but police just released the surveillance video for the first time. Cops have yet to reveal any sort of motive for Matthew's shooting, but they've noted that it went down in an area with a strong gang connection. Matthew's family still remains devastated over their unexpected loss.
The whole family mourns. The whole family changes. The dynamic changes. It's never the same now.
The LAPD believes the shooter was someone who lives in the same neighborhood, and they're offering a $50,000 reward for any info that leads to the person who pulled the trigger.